will help to take down big amount of them, because those missiles, they have to fly over Iraq, over Syria, over Jordan, and the American army is all over. So I believe the American, they did not like join in the attack, yes, but I believe they help Israel with a lot of intelligence, with their target. At the same time, they will help the Israeli to stop any missiles to arrive to Israel. However, I am very sure the Israeli are ready for this. They knew what they are doing. They will not be jumping into such a thing. This is a big thing. This is not a joke, unless they are ready totally for such an attack. Uh, Israel declared the state of
Not
emergency.
involved in any way, that this was a unilateral action, and that the US top priority is protecting its troops. Now, one could argue that it's almost impossible that this strike was carried out on Iran without US weapons. Of course, the US is the biggest supplier of weapons to Israel, so it's almost impossible that these strikes that have taken place have not used US-made munitions. I should point out I'm working an angle to try to get that confirmed as to what exactly was used in the strike by the Israelis. And now we're kind of in the situation where we're looking into what the Iranian retaliation is going to be. There will be a retaliation. The Iranians have already said that. They said they're going to have a harsh retaliation
Harsh,
to
harsh.
these attacks. And to pick up on what Noga was saying just a short time ago about the Iranian attacks on Israel that we saw a few months ago under the Biden administration, we were working that night when it took place. I actually had a bit of a heads up that those attacks were taking place. And at the time, you'll recall that the American government said that this was not telegraphed. That was a line that John Kirby used to like saying quite a lot, that this was not a telegraphed punch from the Iranians. That was not the sense that I got talking to top officials and top US officials at the time. It was very much the fact that the Iranians had kind of, through back channels, told the Americans how the strike would be coming, what they would be sending. Of course, they sent waves of slow-moving drones that take hours to fly from Iran to Israel. And then the second time around, we saw that increase in ballistic missiles, which are much harder to shoot down and make their way from Iran to Israel in just about 13 minutes. But in that second wave, we saw an increased U.S. presence. We saw the battleships. We saw the U.S. joining forces with the U.K. in various installations across the region in places like Jordan to help shoot those missiles down. Whether there is now any cooperation between the US and Iran in the back channels to telegraph this punch will be fascinating to see. But it appears that this is now a completely different kettle of fish to what we saw a few months ago. And this is
All right, shut up. Trump is going to hold a security meeting with his cabinet, the top security, to discuss the situation. And I think everything is going very good. I pray that the Israeli, they are successful in their eliminating. We don't want this attack to be just destroying some buildings. We wanna be sure that their attack is successful to eliminate Iran regime from being able to make and generate nuclear weapon. So I hope that will destroy. I mean, this is their opportunity. You see that last time during the war, the Israeli, they wasted many opportunity. You should not listen to the American anyway. It's your country, it's your nation, and it's your people who will die. What Trump he say doesn't count. What the filthy Biden they say doesn't count. What count is how to save your people. So they should do what they have to do. We know that those Iranians, they are mentally ill. They have a lot of hatred to Israel. Even though they want to destroy, by the way, all their neighbors, not only Israel. I mean, those Iranian regime, Hezbollah, they would love to finish all of Saudi Arabia, Emirat, Bahrain, all of them, all the Sunni countries around them. But they use Israel as a reason to earn support from the public. So we make our hatred in the sign is about Israel, but in the behind of the sign, we have Saudi Arabia, we have Emirat, we have Bahrain, we have all the Middle East. They want to establish their Shia empire. the same as used to be during the time of the Fatimiyyin. This is the target.
Official at the State Department, and I've asked them whether these talks on Sunday are still going ahead. It's hard to imagine how they will, but I asked them whether the US was still planning on holding these talks, and whether Steve Witkoff, who's been negotiating this deal with Iran, is still planning on meeting Iran's foreign minister. And their response to me was, "Can I get back to you in the morning?" So they clearly, this is a very fluid situation, and likely something that Trump is going to be discussing on his now cleared schedule at that National Security Council meeting in the Situation Room at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Thanks, Fraser, for the moment. Let's put the question you asked just a moment ago. Has Donald Trump lost his influence over Benjamin Netanyahu? Has the US lost its influence over Israel? Let's bring in...
Look, guys, look at this. Look at this question. Has Donald Trump lost his influence over Netanyahu? They think that Trump is TikTok guy. What do you mean influence, you idiot? I mean, you stupid people. Even your question is silly. His influence. This is a state. This is the country by itself. What influence? Do you think that Trump is making a TikTok account and he have a fan, and Netanyahu he is not his fan no more? What do you mean influence? So the stupidity of those liberal TV stations, they don't understand that Israel is a country by itself, and they are powerful, regardless of America's support or not. Israeli army is one of the most powerful armies in the world. Period. As you see, they are carrying attack by their own. America is doing nothing. You see, any country in the world to attack Iran, they should be worried so much. Iran is not a small, tiny country. It's about 100 million population. They were able to establish a lot of advanced stolen technology from the West, thanks to the Americans, stupid. They keep accepting Iranian Hezbollah, students and their university. In fact, all countries in the world, they send their students to learn America so they can attack America. The same as the Pakistan, they send their students to study in America how to make nukes. All because a stupid American university like Harvard and the rest, all what they care for is just pay us the tuition. So all the enemy of America, they come to America to learn from America how to destroy America. So what they need to know, that Israel is a superpower, is not just a small country. It is literally a superpower. Who dare? You see, if even the Iranian now, if the so-called retaliation, they have to calculate their retaliation carefully, because if you try to hurt Israel, Israel will wipe you out. You know what wipe you out mean? They can. But Israel, they don't want that. Israel are hoping that the Iranian regime will collapse and the Iranian will take over. Israel is willing to have peace with Iran. In fact, they have a good relationship with the Iranian people. The Israelis don't hate the Iranian. They have no problem with the Iranian. So the Israeli, their plan is, we are going to weaken this regime. That's why they are killing all the head commands. I hope they will be able to send this guy, the Mullah Khamenei, to Allah, so Allah will make his penis endless. That will be a penalty, not a reward. So this is what the Israeli hope for. Israel, they don't want to attack Iran. It's the opposite. I mean, even a student at the age of 6 years old, before they enter the classroom, they have to shout death to America, death to Israel. Do you look tough as that guy? Ah, no, this is look nice, guy. This is what tough? This is not tough. What do you know about tough? Trust me, I look, just to tell you, I look at the dishes. They are dirty. The dishes will become clean right away. True story, by the way. This is how tough I am. Like you might use to use, those things that are made from aluminum. to clean the dishes like the one they are burned or something stuck on them. I don't do that. I just look at the dish. The dish will become shiny. Sometimes, if I look too much, the dish will be melting. And this is a true story, by the way. I have no witnesses because I'm an Arab. Usually you need witnesses, right? But we Arab, we are blessed by Allah, so we do not need any witness for any story we say. Jibreel is my witness. Jibreel and Allah. And Abdul, you know. Just say Prophet Muhammad said, everybody agree. It doesn't matter how big the poo is. So this is the facility, the fertility.
How far will the Iranians go? We've got to remember last time they retaliated to the Israeli strike, what they did is they went just above the threshold to saturate Israeli anti-missile defenses. You know, they fired just over what was the maximum capacity of Israeli defenses. That's at least what experts were saying. Do they actually have the capacity right now to overrun those missile defenses and to actually deal a significant blow to Israel? I'll add also that there was declarations by the Iranian officials that they were intended on, attacking Israeli nuclear infrastructure. So we'll have to see where that goes as well. So there's a wide range of options when it comes to what Iran could do. They could indeed decide to hit Israel. They could decide to hit American bases, in which case the United States of America would be forced to side with Israel and take part in this conflict, which they will very probably do anyway. Sorry?
Presumably something they would want to avoid.
Well, the thing is, can they avoid it? I mean, if you look at recent history, I don't see when or why the United States would not side with Israel in a conflict with Iran. This is something which is very probably going to happen anyway.
Someone saying, if USA can have nuke and other country can have nuke, why Iran cannot? Because Iran make it clear that their nuke is to destroy America and to destroy Israel. Their nuke obviously is not for protection. In fact, we should not allow any Islamic country to have nukes, because we know that those mental people, they have a dream to nuke everybody, to conquer the world. So this is not about why I can, why they cannot. This is not how it works. They are criminals. They are terrorists. Do you think if Iran have nukes, they will keep their nukes in their basement? I mean, don't you see? They don't have anything. They are attacking Israel. And they're attacking America. Iran attacked American bases many times. Like, they don't have a brain. So you wait for them until they have their nukes. That means you are an idiot. They have the same pictures in the Iranian TV. Very typical Islamic station. They will repeat the same stairs. Look, the same stairs. And then the guy is wearing flip-flop. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, the same. Here we go. The flip-flop guy is taking off his panty and he's wearing the bikini. And there's water coming downstairs. They will repeat the same until next week. That's it. They don't have anything. Iranian TV. Islamic stupid TV. Potatoes. Let us see. Euronews, there is no news in Euronews. They have the same news non-stop. What a stupid station. Potatoes. Let us see here. Hold on. Yeah, all the world news, there's no news really. Let me see if I can find something else. What, they give you a high school degree? Hiroshima reversed it? Okay. Yeah, if the Japanese were not evil to join and attack America, there would be no Hiroshima. So don't cry much. It was your stupid leaders and their greed. They want to occupy the world. Let us see. Israel security official says Iran chief of staff likely to be eliminated. Change the word, not eliminated. Shish kebab, shish kebab. Mr. Hussein Salami. Well, he's a Salami anyway. He was a Salami, he became a Salami. Let us see if there is something. I don't see anything here. Let me see the news from Israel. Yeah, the Israeli, they shut down all the schools to further notice. It can be for a week, it can be for 10 days. Simply, will be kind of an open war until the target is satisfied. You know what I mean? They will not stop. This is not like last time, like 15-minute attack. Finally, they have a new pictures. What the time now in Iran? Is that what is the time now in Iran? Hold on. Iran local time. It is 6:29 a.m. All right, so this is the morning. Look at the smoke. We smoked you, Iranian regime. Look what they have in the screen. They have a black label tape. Do you see, guys, the black? They just added the black. Is maybe the Israeli, they killed the Khamenei. You know, they will put this if something big happen. You know, do you see the black label? Huh? All right. And people, they call this conflict. This is not a conflict. This is Islam. This is not a conflict. This is not temporarily. Those people, they hate the Jews because the filthy Muhammad told them to kill all the Jews. Stop using the word conflict. This is not a conflict. Conflict usually is like two countries, they have a conflict of interest. Like, I want this, you want that. This is not about this. This is religiously motivated. Otherwise, what Iran have to do with Israel? Do they have a border? They are too far from each other. They keep using the word conflict. It is a religious, motivated war. And such a thing is not a conflict. It is for eternity, until the day of judgment. As long as those people believe in the filthy Muhammad, they believe in fighting and killing the Jews and the Christians. Spokesman for the Chief of Staff Armed Forces says Israel attack carried out with help of USA. Those are the Iranians saying that. Yeah, they have to say that because they want to tell the public why we are disable to do anything.
Connected to the military, and this is completely off the charts and completely unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
The people who are here are outraged. This is an area and uptown Tehran is considered one of the safest areas in the Iranian capital that has been attacked.
Yeah, you know, the same as the terrorists of Hezbollah, they are in Beirut. It is civilian area. They are under the schools. It's civilian area. They are in the airport. It's civilian area. I mean, the Hezbollah and the Iranian regime, they don't do anything. They all is civilian area. And the Israeli are we going all the way to hit civilian area. We know that this is where your terrorists live. This is where your leaders live. And maybe this is the building where the scientists live too. Scientists are legitimate target because those are the one who they are making bombs. Those are not scientists who study a solution for farming. Those are making bombs to destroy Israel. Israeli media report regime has started fourth waves of attack on Tabriz, Kermanshah province. Very good, very good. Yeah, this is where you have your potato chip. Iran said Israel and US will pay a heavy price. We are waiting for it. Bring your balloons.
Of those who are martyred, and the Zionist regime just provided itself a very bitter and painful destiny with this crime, and it will definitely receive it.
For sure.
This is the message that we just got from the Iranian Supreme Leader. And meanwhile, his political advisor, Ali Shamkhani, was targeted in the Israeli airstrikes, and he's severely injured. He was transferred to a hospital. We don't know
he lost his balls.
What his injuries are, but I know that he's severely wounded, and I don't think he's going to make it.
So Supreme Leader is not dead yet?
Let's now speak to James Andre, our senior reporter here on set with us. James, of course, we've been hearing about the US trying to distance itself from Israel's actions here. Donald Trump, of course, warning just hours ago that Israel should not do this ahead of a next round of nuclear talks on Sunday with Tehran. But in a sense, if Iran strikes Israel, the US will fall in line, won't it? So is this just sort of buying time somehow?
Well, pretty obviously what will happen is that if Iran chooses to indeed hit American interests in the region, there will be very clearly a response from Washington and from the United States. If it attacks Israel in a very strong form, it will be the same thing. So the fact of the matter is, the decision, we'll see what Iran decides to do. Iran could very well decide to indeed, do good on its threat to attack American bases in the region. If it does so, well, it will be in a direct confrontation with the United States of America. The thing is, if they do hit Israel with any force, the Americans will definitely defend Israel. I mean, that is a very, very probable thing. So they could make any decision. The thing is, you see, there is just a minute ago, new missiles have been falling, or attacks have been falling onto Iranian soil. So this means that, yes, these are waves of attacks. And what we saw, if you compare to what happened when Israel attacked Hezbollah, they were very, very precise in their strikes. They managed to destroy all weapon depots of the Hezbollah before they were even able to fire many missiles into Israel. So the question mark is, how quickly will Iran respond, and how will it respond? But the fact of the matter is, they know full well that the Americans will very probably back Israel if Israel is directly, attacked, and there's a direct retaliation of any strength against Israel. So it's a very difficult situation.
It's a very difficult situation. I mean, guys, why in the world this guy is even talking? Did he say anything? Listen, if the Iranian attack Israel, possibly and properly and perhaps and maybe, and I think so, and God knows and Allah knows best, that Muhammad knows nothing, and shish kebab hummus, that America will support. You keep repeating the same stupid thing. I mean, they brought those people, by the way, they paid them to be in TV to say nothing. We know that. Tell us something we don't know, you idiot. but probably, perhaps, it's like the Quran. Allah keeps saying maybe. It may be Allah will help you. It may be Allah will forgive you. Just give me a break. The Aryan TV is better than you. Let us hear to the stupid Aryan TV. Hey, wave your hand before he died. Too bad now. This is before he died.
Message by the Supreme Leader is addressing as well. You just mentioned that there has been a message, and in that he has reaffirmed that there would be a reaction and retaliation
Sure.
to this attack.
Let me just jump in here. So sorry to interrupt you. Ayatollah Khamenei said Israel should prepare itself for a bitter, painful
Sure.
fate that it will definitely and certainly
I hope they will send you a rocket in your ass, Supreme Leader. Supreme my butt.
keep our viewers up to date. What's going on? Go ahead, please.
Iran has been trying to show restraint. Since
Yeah.
It did not want to get into a
Yeah.
an
Look,
war.
guys, look.
With Israel.
Hold on. Do you see what is in the ground? They are walking over our flag, and the stupid Trump is negotiating with them. Do you see it? This is their warehouse where they are storing their weapon, the Israeli flag and the American flag. How we can negotiate with those people? Those are permanent enemy. They want to destroy us, so we better destroy them before they destroy us. There's no question about that. Can we sign an agreement with somebody, their official, their children, their school, their university, before they enter even to study elementary school? They have to shout, death to America, death to Israel. We will make you shish kebab, you son of Mutaz. Just attack us. Just try. I was in the USA Army, and I know how powerful this army is. You have no idea. They will make you literally shish kebab.
We're not involved in that. It's not working like that. So they are, the Americans and the Zionist regime, both of them, in all ways, would be legitimate targets for the Iranian missiles and Iranian attacks. And this time, it's not just about the infrastructure, about the facilities. They have targeted civilians.
Sure.
All the civilian areas, all the buildings.
Sure. Guys, they target civilians. This is only civilians, we are civilian in this country. So this guy, he died where? Between the civilian. Abdul. Yeah, Abdul, how you doing? I mean, you look truly like Abdul. I mean, you are a very genuine Abdul. And look, they keep kissing each other. And everybody have rings, they love to put rings in their hands. Yeah, we are death to America, death to Israel. We are going to make you shish kebab. Allahu Akbar. We have long penises. Do you have long penises? You don't have. Look, this is our penis in the. Why you don't move it? Just put it out. Shoot it. You coward! You could not even kill one Israeli by sending 500 missiles. 500 missiles. I mean, at least, like, hit somebody. 500 missiles. Once I was shooting a target. I don't know, I think I shot all the magazine, one magazine, I think. So I shot like 10 bullets, and then I got 16 bullets in my paper. What a miracle. How I shot 10 bullets, and I got 16. Thanks to 2 female ladies, they were shooting next to me. So they miss only 2 meters, like it's a miracle, And this is Iran. Iran is like those females who were shooting next to me. All their bullets, they come in my paper. 500 missiles, you coward, you potato. What kind of missiles those missiles are? Are they firework? Potato.
undermining, I think, American interests by carrying out this attack.
Ah,
And when Iran does respond,
yeah,
one can only expect that the United States is going to assist in one way or another
sure.
in defending Israel, as it did before in previous Iranian missiles.
Guess my, you know what?
Iran did attack Israel. There were Israeli army announcements assuring Israelis that its allies would provide Israel with an extra layer of military defense. We have not yet heard that. Oh, but now I can give you some breaking news. Apparently, Iran have launched. Let me just make sure what I'm telling you is correct. This is coming through right now. I can't tell if this is something specific about an Iranian launch that has been identified or just a general announcement, but the Israeli Home Front Command has just told Israelis that they should expect to hear air raid sirens.
Yeah, I don't think Iran, they can launch anything, even though she is saying they already launched, but I don't think that's true. The Iranian now, they are under shock. Same time, as long as the Israeli are in control of the airspace, Iranian, they knew that the second they move, because those trucks, those are massive, huge, you know? Those are not small, tiny one. You have to take them from those basement, and I am sure that the Israeli are watching it. So I will not be surprised if the Israeli have drones, not only fire jet, flying over Iran. You know, those kind of drones who can fly non-stop for many, many days. So I am sure that the Israeli are monitoring every move in the ground. And I'm sure they knew where those missiles are hidden, and they were the warehouse, even if they are deep. Let us say they are so deep to hit them. But they can hit the entrance. They can hit the exit, which means they cannot really use it to launch. They will have their missiles down, but they cannot take it off. So speaking about Israel attacking or being attacked, it will happen maybe, but it's going to take some time. And if it happened, it's going to be happen either from Iraq or from Yemen. But right now, I don't think the Iranian, they are capable of doing such a thing, especially they see the only time they can do such an attack when they see the Israeli airplanes disappear from their space. And as long as Netanyahu, he mentioned that this is an operation will continue for coming days, even he said weeks. So this is not 2 hours hit and bye-bye. And then Iranian military, they will prepare the missiles and they will shoot. The Israeli present is not leaving the sky. And you can tell the Israeli, they are dominating the sky of Iran. With all they bought the S-400 from Russia, they bought many technology from Russia, from China, and until now they could not hit one airplane or a drone of the Israeli. This is telling you that the Israeli really in total control of the Iranian space. This is why when they speak about retaliation, it can happen if the Israeli are monitoring some area and the Iranian, they have a surprise of some weapon hidden in different area. But even that is going to be very funny to do. Because if you do retaliation and your retaliation is so weak and so silly, then the Supreme Court promise is a joke and he will become a joke for his people. And I believe that the promise of severe retaliation is going to be a joke for the Iranian before the enemies, because they will laugh at this regime who keep talking about, we will teach Israel how to behave, we will show you what you can do, and then at the end of the day, they can do nothing. Let us see, there's a breaking news from Israel. Let us see.
More than likely be on the phone to his counterparts in the Israeli government. But right now, no real official word coming from the U.S. government. But it is going to be a fine balance now going forward as to what happens here. How will Donald Trump try to engage the Israelis on this? What conversations will he be having with Netanyahu? And where do the Iranians go from here? Now, speaking to a source from the past administration, from the Biden administration, I spoke to them about how long it would take this kind of thing to be retaliated against by the Iranians. They told me that it would take some hours. It would not be an immediate reply, and it also depends on how badly that infrastructure is damaged.
Hey, give me a break. Listen, guys. We don't even see during the attack any fire shooting from the ground at the Israeli army. Did you know this? This is the capital of Iran, Tehran. In all the videos, we did not see any response from the ground shooting back at the Israeli Air Force. And then you ask yourself, if in Tehran they could not respond to what's happening in Tehran, how they can respond to Israel? I mean, their defense system obviously must devastated to the point they could not even shoot like even normal like anti-craft, like those they put them in the truck in the back. We did not see even one of them shooting at the sky. That means all of them, they are hitting the revolutionary so-called guards. They are guarding nothing. They are hidden under the basement of Nasrallah, Yeah, I think we have, obviously what's happening is exposing how weak this regime. Right? We will take commercial break. Hold on. Commercial break. Let us do this. So you can, learn a little bit about the music.
שתישאר בבור כי בקרוב אתה תמות. אתה פשוט אידיוט גמור עם שיגעון גדלות חמור. אתה שטן או בקיצור אתה חלאת האנושות. גם אם תזרוק עלינו טילים או תאיים על הגלילים החברים שלך מסוריה ואיראן. גם אם תפיל כאן עוד קטיושות תדע שאין כאן שום ירושות ויחד נתגבר על
يلا يا نصر الله إن شاء الله go back to Allah حزب الله potato
חקינים על הזקן ובקרוב תעוף מכאן. אתה ג'וק מת, אתה בואש, אתה מתחיל להתייאש. צהל אותך רק מבקש כדי לשרוף אותך באש. גם אם תזרוק עלינו טילים או תאיים על הגלילים החברים שלך מסוריה ואיראן. גם אם תפיל כאן עוד קטיושות תדע שאין כאן שום ירושות ויחד נתגבר על נסראללה, נדפוק אותך אינשאללה, נחזיר אותך לאללה עם כל החיזבאללה. יאללה אז תקשיב טוב, יא חיזבאלונצ'יק עלוב, ותהיה מוכן, כי בקרוב כל צה"ל, עם האפאצ'ים, ה-F-16, הספינות, הטילים, הטנקים, הקומנדו, צנחנים, גולני, גבעתי, כולם מגיעים אליך לביקור. אז תנשום כמה נשימות עמוקות ותהנה מהם, כי אלה הנשימות האחרונות שלך, יא כלב. יאללה יא נסראללה, נדפוק אותך אינשאללה, נחזיר אותך לאללה, עם כל החיזבאללה. יאללה יא נסראללה, תלך מפה יא זבאללה, זה נצעק כבר מלמעלה. יאללה יא נסראללה, נדפוק אותך אינשאללה, נחזיר אותך לאללה, עם כל החיזבאללה. יאללה יא נסראללה, תלך מפה יא זבאללה, נצעק כבר מלמעלה, שזה הסוף שלך.
All right, the end of a commercial break. Let us see what's going on. Hey, Trump, how you doing? Hey, Trump, are you blonde really by birth? I mean, these days everybody is blonde. You go to Asia, all women are blonde. You go to Africa, everybody is blonde. People ask me, what are you? I say, I'm black, blonde, African American from Japan. But are you really blonde or this is fake? I mean, even your eyebrows are blonde. Okay, forget about my question now. We have something more serious. Do you have any news? Or you are talking to the same guy who keeps saying,
Perhaps a chance that they will, do you think, maintain them and get these back channels that we talk about all the time going, so that they can try to work something out to mitigate this?
You know,
I think the back channels are right.
those two idiots, they put them in the TV and they don't know what to say. Do you think Donald Trump is going to use a toilet paper when he go to the bathroom, especially when he hears that the Supreme Leader possibly is dead? I think that Trump, he will not use toilet paper in this case because he have, this, like the thing, the water fountain under his butt, so he will wash it by the water because simply it's not worth it. He will not waste any toilet paper, especially the Democrat now. They are very, very angry from him, accusing him of waste toilet papers. I mean, if you listen to them, look how silly the conversation. They don't know what to say. They put them in TV. They want to cover the news, but there's no news coming. So do you think the Israeli, they will buy kimchi from Korea? I don't know. I am thinking that it might be buying pizza from Italy first. Why you think it's a pizza, not kimchi? Israeli are Middle Eastern, and therefore they like bread. So my analysis for the situation, after a study and deep study and thinking carefully and speaking to many philosophers around the world in Greece, I decide to say to you the truth. They will like pizza more. Wow. And the audience, they were like astonished. This is amazing analysis for the situation. A bunch of idiots. Let us go to the Aryan TV. Maybe we can hear some random babbling. Who is this guy?
Americans were out. Now, I know we've moved on, that the regimes are even more desperate, genocidal now. Perhaps that won't be enough.
Genocidal.
We're at the point where Iran also needs to recall and remember the 8-year imposed war, the one that the Americans sponsored and backed and organized with Saddam, and the sacrifice of all those...
Yeah, we sacrifice all. I mean, you sacrifice all the Shia in Syria. You sacrifice Hezbollah in Lebanon. You sacrifice everybody except yourself. You send them to die, and you are hiding behind your muta girls, General Staff of Armed Forces vows devastating, crushing, regrettable response. Devastating, crushing, regrettable response to Israel attack. All of this together? Are you sure? I mean, what happened? Even your TV is not working no more. What happened? Don't tell me the Israeli, they hit your TV station too. The circle of death. Round and round and round and round. This will remind me of my cousin. He liked to cheat always in the exam. So he came back from the exam and he was like moving his head like this circle, like in a circle. Like, why you are doing that, Abdul? What's wrong with you? Why you keep moving your head in a circle? He said, because I wrote all the answers on the fan when it was off. The fan was on front of me. But the teacher, when he came, he turned the fan on. So in order to read, All the answers, I have to move my head with the fan like this circle so I can read the answers. Yes, General Staff of Armed Forces, move your head. Yeah, Potato, I mean, come on, tell me something. Tell me something we can believe. You Potato, you could not eat. The TV stopped. The guys, the TV stopped.
That their intention, because when you need your friends, this is the time that we should be seeing something. And I'll give you the example.
Who is your friends? Who is your friend? China? Who's your friend? Putin? He will not dare to fart at Israel.
When the air battles took off, it was Chinese technology combined with Pakistani Air Force.
Potato, the Chinese technology, they even, like, I mean, don't you see? The Israeli, they just hit you, wipe the floor with you. Where is the Chinese technology? Aren't you the one who bought Russian technology and Chinese technology? Here we go. Don't you see when the Indian, they attack Pakistan, the Chinese air defense, big failure. Even their airplanes, you know, they bought, I think, 10, 6 of them did not work. What Chinese technology? Just tell me something work, man. I mean, they are flying over you all over. Chinese technology. Let us go to French and those two guys. The same two guys still, or?
Authorities in Syria with Hezbollah in Lebanon decimated, and now we have this attack on Iran. We can't forget the war in Gaza. In a sense, this takes the attention very temporarily, albeit, off the war in Gaza. Could that have been a factor in Netanyahu's reasons?
It's hard to say what the factor is exactly.
Listen to me. I will tell you the truth. It's hard to say what I cannot say, because if I say to you what I cannot say, and it's very hard to know what I can say, so therefore I prefer not to say to you anything about what you ask me to say. So therefore I can tell you that what you want me to say is unbelievable, and it's impossible to say it to you. So I cannot confirm to you anything about what I want to say, neither what you are saying. So, because this is not just a TV station saying nothing, and we have to say nothing, but we have to speak and make like noise, like audio noise, so people will not be bored in the TV, and they keep watching, seeing the same pictures, same people we call. I mean, they get only 2-3 people calling them the same. You called her just 2 minutes ago. She said nothing. You call her again. Hello? Noga, how are you doing? You have nothing to say? Just say anything. Like what? Your administration? No. We're talking about Iran now. No. Don't talk about your laundry. No. We have a topic, serious topic. It's about war. Do you have anything to say?
Iranian attack, Iranian air attack. Should I specify?
I'm actually not sure about that. The reservists, the massive reserve call-up.
She is not sure. I mean, who put those people in the TV? You know, obviously, they got nothing to say. Oh, what a stupid. Let us go to the Iranian TV. Maybe they can do better. They have a new pictures. Look.
They weren't going to attack, and also to make them think that a deal was on the horizons. I mean, your thoughts about that? Do I have Ali Riz with me still?
Ali, are you there?
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Ali, he is not sure. He said, yes, I am. Yeah, yes. He was not sure. Hashish. Here we go. The circle of death. I mean, you don't even have an internet for your own professional TV station to defend you. Even your internet is not functioning. Hey, listen, government of Iran, are you using the neighbor Wi-Fi? Seriously. Are you? It's not working, look. Unbelievable.
Qatar, for example, no troops were withdrawn from there. And I think that made many, and by the way, I'm one of them. I was saying that if the Americans really...
Oh boy. Yeah, if the American is. Let us see if there's anything. I mean, this is Euronews is dead. There's no news. They have only one news about the attack, and that's it. What a potato. Word. Nothing. What an agency. The most truthful news agency in the world is CNN. They don't do lie at all, man.
About guaranteeing that they would succeed in assassinating high-level figures like the head of the Revolutionary Guards. This is the best time to take the quote-unquote the enemy by surprise.
You want to take them by surprise? This is the best time? Are you sure? Abdul, you are talking about taking them by surprise? Now, listen, if you attack now, they are really surprised. Hello, Netanyahu. I just heard them on TV saying, now this is the best time to take you by surprise. Are you surprised that the Iranian government saying such a stupid thing? To be honest with you, I'm not surprised. This is the best time to take them by surprise? I mean, think about the word in English. It's a surprise. Are you praising them? Are you giving them a prize?
At all in disrupting the command and control. Iran is a very large country.
Yeah.
And I think that the precautionary measures have been put in place, and time will tell
Sure.
how much the Israelis have succeeded in this.
Yeah, we can tell. We can tell how much succeeded. It's enough, potato, to see that you could not do nothing. You could not even shoot one airplane. You could not shoot a bullet at them. That is alone, even if the Israeli did nothing to you. Imagine how much humility that your enemy flying at the top of your head, and they killed all the highest commands of the army of Iran, the command of the Revolutionary Guard, which is the top terrorist command, the command of Faylaq al-Quds, those are the Mujahideen who they are suicider, the assistant and the special consultant and the supreme leader.
There's a prevailing assumption amongst the Israeli circles and also some American circles that due to Iran losing in Syria and due to the blows which were dealt to Hezbollah in Lebanon, Iran's ability to respond has diminished severely.
He is saying that Israeli think this. No. You are not diminished. You stupid. If you could not even stop Israel to wipe the floor with you in Syria, with all Hezbollah and the Shia there, what you can do now, you have no access to Syria. Hezbollah is surrounded by the enemy everywhere. What you can do? Oh Lord have mercy. Let us see if we can find something here. Those streams, two stupid people that keep repeating the same thing.
Has taken incredible planning, we imagine, and also it's incredibly bold. We've heard reports of drones over Tehran, so obviously taking the risk against the air defense systems there. And these nuclear sites we so often hear about, deep in underneath kilometers of rock, in order to actually hit some of these sites, as the IAEA, the International Atomic Energy Agency, has confirmed the Natanz site has been hit. It just shows how developed Israel is in terms of its prowess and planning.
Yeah, well, very clearly. The question is, obviously, we don't know how much damage Natanz has actually sustained. What we know is that it's been hit. But as you say, yes, it's under kilometers of rock inside the mountain, so maybe, the damage is minor, but potentially there is damage, but there's potential, of course, nuclear leakage and fallout to come. That's obviously something which is very dangerous as well. But
Listen carefully. Properly, there is a damage, but it might be minor. However, it might be big because it might be there is a leak. Because we don't know. Because simply we cannot understand what's happening right now. So specifically, we have to wait. So what the conversation is about? Just a bunch of silly people, man. Come on, put Kamala on the TV. She would do better. She will astonish everybody. Like what has been burdened, what have been, something, potato, What the heck is this? This is the expert you brought him. It's possible. It's maybe. It's perhaps. Here we go. He called Noga again. This France 24 have 3 people in the TV.
Quote, missiles weighing half a ton and even a ton will fall here. He said, this is to prepare Israelis for a sort of attack on their country that they've never seen before. And he continues, but this is the price we must pay so that our children can continue to live here. What we are doing right now is of historical importance. And similarly, we have the revelation of a note. Yesterday afternoon, the Prime Minister went to the Western Wall in the old city of Jerusalem to accompany the Argentine president before his departure. And so we've now been shown a copy of the note that Prime Minister Netanyahu ostensibly placed into the cracks of this wall, as is traditional, in which apparently he wrote, the note seems to show that he wrote, the people will rise like a lion and lift themselves like an eagle. Now, all of these kind of bombastic, poetic, biblical type statements, I'm not sure they're doing much of a good job in calming Israeli fears or in actually explaining anything. And we have now Prime Minister Netanyahu really just now in a new statement, in a new video he's put out, his second this morning, again, sounding almost like a religious leader. He says, we're following a very
see those
opening.
See those filthy lefty? See those filthy lefty? She's an Israeli. He's a sound like a religious leader. So they want to be, those lefty are the enemy of any country in the world. Her country is at war, and she is bashing their own leader. And now what make him bad for her? Because he is sound like biblical. And I'm not sure if that will make the Israeli comfortable, if that will make them feel safe. She is not sure. I will not be surprised